When last we spoke, things looked pretty bleak. The YouTube situation between the FTC and compliance with COPPA kind of sorted out a lot of stuff where it seemed like we're all going to have to leave YouTube. And that's not the case anymore. I've got quite a few updates on the matter. I wanted to wait until today, which is the day that the YouTube policy changes go into effect, in order to successfully make a video. And so to do that, I wanted to talk about not only what has changed since the last video, but also what has changed for my plan going forward. Not to invalidate anything in the last video, we've gotten some more details. The FTC, either surprisingly or unsurprisingly, has clarified. They haven't clarified to every explicit detail that we'd like, nor YouTube would like, as YouTube made a public statement yesterday. But the overall thing is that the FTC did listen to us, the creators, the viewers, the people that use YouTube, and they said, let's clarify some stuff. So first of all, I ain't going to jail. So the basic thing with that is that last video I was concerned that I would get fined millions of dollars. The FTC has stated this in podcasts, with phone call interviews, and on their website itself, stating that any fine that will be given out for a COPPA violation will be done so and scaled to the income of the business. Now, that is a lot of legal jargon for businesses as opposed to content creators, but assuming business means content creator, I don't make that much. Like, if they were to fine me, it'd probably be something between $10 and $15, and that honestly probably wouldn't be worth fining me for. I don't make a lot of money on this channel. I don't make a lot of money in general. I'm not like one of those creators that's making like $500,000 a year. It ain't happening here. So, on that note, I'm pretty okay there. And they also classified that they know that there's a general audience type of content on YouTube, and there's a general audience exception to the COPPA rule. So essentially, if your content is made, directed at adults but can be viewed by kids, it's decidedly not kids-directed content. So because of that, I'm pretty safe. Like, all my content kind of fits in that realm of general audience. And while last time I talked about how YouTube needs to give us a general audience setting, they gave us not that, but they gave us a clearer distinction. So before we were given, yes, made for kids, no, not made for kids, as our two options, and that's still what it is. But YouTube, in a tweet yesterday, which I screen grabbed so you all can see it, YouTube said that if content is general audience, it is directed to someone over the age of 13, that content should be marked as no, not made for kids. That general audience and mature content are all kind of wrapped up in that not made for kids bubble. I still think we should have a general audience setting. I don't think the yes or no question really should be there. There is an age restriction category now popping up for some people. It's not on all my videos, but you can mark it as this is mature content for only 18 years or older. So there's a couple extra settings in there, so I like that. I still think a general audience thing would be a little bit better. The FTC has said that YouTube's audience setting does not affect their decision, but that context matters for them deciding if they're going to fine people. They're not just going to like, here, surprise, fine. They're actually going to look at a case-by-case basis and determine by themselves, like with human hands, that, this violates COPPA, this is under COPPA, this is, excluded because of general audience. So they're going to look case by case. And that has me a lot more at ease. We're not totally out of the woods because of the whole thing of YouTube had once said that they can override our audience setting if they decide that it fits, as made for kids. They haven't repeated that anytime since, and the FTC is definitely coming off more of a, we're listening and understanding because we don't know the subject, we're going to hear from people and, kind of take this slow, which I like. That's the approach that I wanted. That's kind of where we're going at. So, but with YouTube, it's like general audience setting would help. It would also be helpful if there's no automated algorithm override. Because the thing is that if we can just set our audience and that's what I think would work for everyone. Even if we don't have that third option, if we can just set, like, for example, I've set my channel to straight up not made for kids because they said that's what general audience goes under. Done that. So, all 950 of my videos are, boom, general, they're not made for kids because they're all general audience. So under that, YouTube gave us that. And so I'm hoping that there's no more of this algorithm override. That it's like, well, you marked it as not made for kids, but we said it is made for kids. So now we're going to mark it and you have no visibility. So because of that, we don't know exactly if YouTube's still doing that. They said they would do that, but a lot has changed. A lot has changed, and it's wonderful. I actually, I'm fairly happy with the FTC's response to this. While we don't have explicitly clear stuff on all accounts, they have listened, they have changed verbiage, they have revised statements, they've clarified things. There's been a response. And normally as a United States citizen, I, send stuff to government stuff about issues and I never hear anything. Nothing ever changes. It's just like yelling into the void is what it feels like. But with the FTC, there's been, I've been pushing on Twitter, we've been putting out comments, I've been putting out comments, petition stuff. It's gotten a spark. It's gotten attention, and going forward, we're going to have, I think, even more clear rules. And that's wonderful, because I think that COPPA is not like an evil law or anything. I just did not like the approach that the FTC took before of like, we're going after all the, villainous creators. And it's like, whoa, chill. And they did. There's the threatening lingo that came out before is not there anymore. And it's a lot more of like, we're going to try to learn this platform before we start taking people to court. And that it is going to be a case-by-case basis. It's not just going to be like you get a letter that's like, oh, here, you've been fined, $5 million. Please go pay this to this address. And it's like, But instead it will be a case-by-case basis. And those that are violating COPPA and having malicious content towards children and data collection issues like that, we don't collect data. They've definitely stopped saying that content creators collect data. They haven't repeated that since the one time they did, and everyone told them, what? So they are listening. I'm very, very happy with that. And so going forward, I think that things are going to develop better, have the protections for children on the internet without punishing the majority of YouTube. So toy channels were specifically, Creekcraft made a video, if I remember, I'll link it in the description, but he talked to the FTC on the phone. He's having an in-person meeting, I think, today, and he mentioned toy channels, and they said that, context matters. So it's like if you're showing kids playing with toys or trying to market strictly market toys at kids, say, hey, kids, buy this for your parents, that's not okay. But, for example, like this, collector stuff, we're fine. We're just general audience exception to COPPA. So I think for other creators out there that may be watching this, maybe rebrand a little bit for the YouTube algorithm. I think that we're relatively safe from the FTC at this point. I feel pretty secure in that. Nothing's going dark. My plan before was to go private to avoid legal fees. Not happening. Everything's staying. This is kind of the new direction part of this video. Everything's staying, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I want to advise to creators out there while we transition, because the thing is YouTube is like, oh, made for kids, bright, colorful graphics, loud music, yada, yada. If they're going to be doing automated overrides, which we don't really know they're doing yet, we got to wait and see on that, that could pick stuff up, and then we have issues. We've had algorithm things before, so the thing I'm going to do, I love my animated opening that Ryan Darklaw643 made for me, but for a couple months, I'm not going to use it. Because like I said, I've changed all my audience setting, and I want to see if YouTube comes in. I'm going to give them like 3 months. So I think I said, I scheduled myself out as like middle of March, see if they've overridden anything, especially those that have animation. And if they do, then I can't use it anymore, but it'll come back. I'm going to use music still, but it's not going to be, the peppy music, but more kind of like the somber stuff, which I kind of like anyways. Kind of works with my style. And I'm going to avoid anything that's a kids-directed toy line. So, for example, Power Rangers Beast Morphers basic figures. I know I already talked about how I don't really want to collect them anymore. You're not going to get any more videos from that. Just for a while. Like, it's not to say that I won't. Because, collectors do enjoy the kids-directed lines. Like, you know, the Beast Morphers basic figures. Ninja Turtles is still mostly basic figures. So I'm not going to touch any of that for a bit. But I am still doing my Marvel Legends wrap up for this year. May not come out by the end of the year because there was a lot of figures this year. But I also want to be doing a video for Star Wars The Black Series because I think this has been one of its more solid years and I really want to talk about it and see if there's any traction there. And I think I want to do one for Lightning Collection as well if I can. That one's going to be coming next year because I guess I get Wave 3 stuff. So that's kind of like the idea there. I also had the idea of kind of working with maybe sort of doing older toys or maybe some more history videos and specifically more kind of collectors driven stuff. I think that's kind of the direction we're going to go in. I have some other video projects I'm going to just kind of put on the back burner. The board game videos for Heroes of the Grid Showcase, I do want to continue those. Those didn't get hit by the automated kids marketing system by YouTube, so I'm pretty good there. So essentially, I got several videos coming up. I want to have some shorter videos. I don't want to just make a ton of long videos because I know the rundowns for the years are going to be long, just how it goes. I also want to talk about, so this is, I've done some Ninja Turtle reviews in the past, but I recently picked up NECA's Ninja Turtles Wave 2, minus the Foot Soldier pack. I got the 4 Turtles and Bebop and Rocksteady because I couldn't get all 4 Turtles from Series 1, so I just skipped it all because for me, I buy all 4 Turtles or I buy none of them. So I'm thinking of doing a video on those. I know they've been covered before by other reviewers, but I kind of want to do my own take on it. So I might just do the six figures as one video. So kind of look out for that. I kind of want to lean towards that direction with things. So we'll see. I'm kind of working through it, but that's the general plan. All the videos are staying. I'm only going to do one video a week. Because if there is a manual override issue with the audience setting coming up, I'm going to have to work on tweaking it week by week. And I don't want to have like 5 videos out in a week and then have to take them all down because of audience setting issues. I want to just do one, and then if something gets flagged, then I can be like, okay, let me figure out what it was in this one, so the next one can do that. So there won't be another video this week. This is the only one. But hopefully next week, if all goes according to plan, I will have a review of this guy, the Solo Chigokin Dairugger 15 / Vehicle Voltron. I love this thing a lot for many sentimental reasons, but this is going to get reviewed because I did the Lion Voltron. I said I was going to do Vehicle. I was actually planning to do this even with all the other issues, but now that I can kind of resume videos, yeah, the next video is going to be long. This guy's complicated. This guy's going to be a bit complex, and so I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all enjoy looking for that in the future. I'm going to move him over here. He is heavy. But yeah, so there's that. There's Marvel Legends Rundown. Star Wars Black Series Rundown is going to come up. Power Rangers Lightning Collection, of course, more videos on that. And yeah, I got some other ideas floating in the head. Going to develop them. But yeah, so we're going to have some slight rebranding. I need to take a new profile picture just to kind of steer away so that YouTube doesn't like try to make my videos unviewable, which is essentially what the Made for Kids option does. It makes your videos just unfindable. But hopefully this is a good sign. Hopefully things will progress into the future in a better way. And I think that, you know, I want to extend my thanks to the FTC for actually listening to everyone. I've been, you know, if you ever see my Twitter feed, I've been pretty much nonstop tweeting about it or replying to it, sharing tweets. So this feels good. I feel like we came together as a community and made a change. It's not perfect yet. It won't be for a while, but at least it's open to change. It's not just like, this is what we're doing, don't try to talk to us kind of thing, which happens a lot with legal stuff and government overrides. So good stuff. Gonna continue video producing. Gonna continue doing stuff on Hero Club at hero-club.com. Check out Ryan Darkclaw643 on Twitter at Darkclaw643. He'll still be doing cool stuff for this channel. And yeah, so subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. I don't really need to tell you this if you've been following this channel and watching this video, but please keep up to date with what I have coming out. That notification bell is going to be very important. If I put up a video, they will send you a email or a notification, and if YouTube sets as Made for Kids, you still got a link to that video. So I think that the notification bell is kind of more important than ever right now. So please, please, please keep up with things that way. And stay tuned for more videos. And if you have any cool video ideas, leave them in the comments below. I kind of want to see, you know, what kind of audience ideas are out there. And when I mean cool video ideas, I don't just mean like straight reviews, but just like ideas for top 10 lists or history videos or something like kind of, you know, a little bit more researched kind of topics would be really fun. So comment below. Please follow me on Twitter at Sandout12 so you can keep up to date with everything on this channel, as well as future updates on the FTC COPPA YouTube situation. Until next time, this is Sandout saying goodbye.